Welcome back, guys, to another video. And I got off work late at night. I was heading home. I got in and I saw this box and I was like, what's inside this box? So I opened it up and it was something from Hagen Alley books, and I was like, oh man, I gotta make a video about this. This is awesome. If you guys are unfamiliar with Hagen Alley books, it's a little company with Jeffrey Wittenhagen. It's a little publishing company that he's been working on, and if you're unfamiliar with Jeffrey Wittenhagen, he's a huge contributor to not just the YouTube gaming community, but the whole retro community. If you've been to Game On Expo, if you've been to Port City Retro Gaming Expo, or if you've been to Too Many Games, chances are you have ran into him, and he's a really kind-hearted guy. He's got a really good YouTube channel that updates you on his future endeavors, and he also hosts a really awesome podcast called VGBS Podcast. As a matter of fact, when I'm done making this video, I'm going to be checking out the latest episode because they talk about TurboGrafx 16 and PC Engine memories, and that is right up my alley, no pun intended. But no, what I got sent, and I would definitely want to make a video on it, was I got a copy of the NES Oddies and Homebrew Revolution and the NES Entertainment System Compendium. And I want to talk about these books. Now, I'm going to start first with the NES Oddities. Now, Jeffrey's made a book. He's written a book about the NES library, the US library, and that's actually where I first met him. And, I was like, I love reading about, the official NES US releases. That's really, really cool. But I really wanted to get into some of the Famicom, some of the homebrew stuff, and this book has you covered with that. It's got so much love for the NES Famicom, and what I like about these books is they're not just articles, they're well in-depth entries to every single game. It shows a little screenshot, a little description, and it has like these 3 little boxes. So if you're a collector, you can actually use this as kind of like a checkoff list. If you have a book that has the manual or the game or the box, you can kind of check it off and kind of have a little to-do list while at the same time getting some gaming history. Now, this isn't just covering Famicom and homebrew games, it's also covering stuff like different variants of game covers, like cover that you would get in the PAL region compared to the American, or the different accessories. It also has a section all about holy grails, some of the test carts and stuff like that. Some stuff that, I've been gaming since I was 6 years old. Some stuff that I still didn't know actually existed, I found in this book. And it's really awesome. For someone like me who is always out trying to find games, especially with my new series, Games You Should Check Out, which Jeffrey Wittenhagen did the first episode, the first 1 Minute Crunch, where he talked about a really fun homebrew game called Russian Roulette. Great drinking game, by the way. It was great. It was great reading about this and seeing some of the stuff and some of the artwork to this. I mean, when you open it up, it's got like this really nice like Famicom and NES controller. It's got a lot of fan-made art, a lot of official art. I'm just a huge fan of it. I'm trying to find some of the art that's in here real quick. Let me see if I can. I should have bookmarked some of this, but you got so much that you can just take in. This is a great coffee table book. It's a great conversation opener. If you're trying to get someone into collecting, this is a good way for them to get started. So it's a great Christmas gift. Christmas is right around the corner. But yeah, I mean, you look at some of this. This is like some of the various homebrews, and like look at this right here. Like look at some of the detail, and it's got a little short description. It's got some of the games on there. It's really, really awesome. I'm a huge fan of this. Some of the accessories, like look at that, like the Miracle Piano and stuff. Really, really awesome, and I just cannot recommend enough. NES Oddities and the Homebrew Revolution. Really, really cool. Now, the next book that he sent me was the NES Entertainment System Compendium. Now, what I like about this book, what's really special to me about this book, is this is a collection of personal stories from Jeffrey, some personal stories from other YouTube community content creators, and this book is just pretty much gaming memories in a hardcover. When you first open it up, it's got Trevor Belmont and Link. That's what I really liked about it. And I really like this. This book right here is the epitome of what made me want to start doing YouTube videos. I've started doing YouTube because I wanted to share my passion and talk about some of my gaming memories. And speaking of gaming memories, I actually got an entry in this book as well. I cannot thank Jeffrey enough for giving me the time to write a little article about Super Mario 3. And my grandfather, if you guys followed my channel, then you guys know that my grandfather got me into video games. If it wasn't for my grandfather, then I wouldn't be playing video games. He was not only a huge part of my life, he was, definitely a father figure, and he introduced me to a lot of great stuff. And I cannot stress enough how awesome this book is. You guys need to check it out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link on the description below to HagenAlley.com and also to Jeffrey's YouTube channel as well, and the VGBS podcast. Really, really cool stuff, man. This right here is what makes the YouTube community great, is sharing the passion, sharing the love of video games, and to have it in these really heavy hardcover books. I'm really happy. I'm going to actually put them over there after I'm done filming, and hopefully these books aren't so heavy that they take down the shelf and crush up the Sonic statue. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to share this, and I'll have a link, so if you guys want to purchase these books, you can. And also, he's got some great stuff in the future. If you like Super Nintendo, he's also got a complete guide for that as well. And it's going to go above Nintendo. It's going to be really, really awesome. Some really, really great stuff. And again, thank you, Jeffrey, for these books. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And as always, happy gaming.
Can't get enough of Excess Gaming Podcast? Be sure to check out our audio podcast on Podomatic.com. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes. And if you have a YouTube channel or podcast you'd like to share, be sure to check us out on Facebook on our group page and join the community. As always, guys, thank you so much for all the support, and happy gaming.